What's up, folks? This is Dan from Discern, and these are my thoughts on the new track from Owl City, Humbug. Owl City is the solo project of Mr. Adam Young, a singer, songwriter, composer, producer, and multi-instrumentalist from Minnesota. While he has released music under many different monikers and side projects through the years, his work under Owl City began in 2007 with simple recordings uploaded to MySpace. As these songs took hold and started to gain traction, he released his debut album that same year called Of June. In 2009, he really broke into the mainstream with his third full-length album called Ocean Eyes. This was the album with his unbelievably popular song Fireflies on it, which has gone 7 times platinum in the US, like 7 million sales. So yeah, unbelievably popular. The success of that album launched Adam Young on a steep upward trajectory, leading to 3 more full-length albums, a couple EPs, a handful of songs in well-known animated movies, as well as guest features with other artists. And taking a step back, it is staggering to think that in less than 10 years, he's gone from loading trucks for Coca-Cola to global pop stardom. I mean, massively successful in a fairly short amount of time. And this year, 2016, Adam has been focusing his musical efforts on something other than Owl City, as he's been releasing a musical score each month to correspond to and musically interpret well-known historical events. He's been releasing these scores under the title Adam Young Scores, and I've talked about 3 of them on this channel already, Apollo 11, RMS Titanic, and Project Excelsior. There are links on the screen and in the description box below to check those reviews out. I have sung the praises of a few of these scores, noting how they show a breadth of ability and skill from Adam that I did not know he had. I mean, while I know he can play a wide variety of instruments and a wide variety of styles, he has the production know-how to record and to mix his own music, all that sort of stuff. I had no idea he was so capable at full-blown arrangements, utilizing a whole orchestra of sound. Now, last week, Adam released his first Owl City song of 2016 and a video where he indicated he's back in the studio working on new Owl City music. This new song, Humbug, is a Christmas song, as you can probably guess from the title, but it's not his first Christmas song. In fact, Owl City has released numerous Christmas tracks through the years, from the Christmas song back in 2008 to Kiss Me Babe, It's Christmas Time just a couple of years ago. And in true Owl City fashion, they've all had their glaze of cheese/corniness, very lighthearted and bubbly, hitting all the warm fuzzies and Christmas stereotypes. And this track, Humbug, expectedly, is no different on a lyrical or thematic front. This track, as described by Adam Young himself, is about the feeling and stress of buying Christmas gifts for friends and family with the nagging thought of they're going to hate this, or this isn't the right size, it's not the right color, or I don't even know what to get them in the first place. And in the end, the message is that what really matters is not temporal gifts or more stuff, but to give your love. Aw, how precious. Or, oh, gag. Both reasonable reactions, I think. The goofy lyrics in this song address a first world problem, a fact of life when it comes to buying gifts, whether at Christmas time or not. They come across pretty childish and juvenile, not in a petty way, but in just an immature, not grown up sort of way, not understanding that this feeling isn't really a big deal if you just get over it. The struggle to find the right gift is cutely displayed with options of, do I get her this or do I get her that? And as Adam did on the song Unbelievable from his last album, he uses brand familiarity and simple nostalgia to try and connect with you, the listener. Mentioning things like an Olive Garden or Red Lobster gift card or Yankee candles, familiar stocking stuffers / lame gift ideas. And I guess you're supposed to think, oh, yep, I've been there before. It sounds like me, which is partially true for me. I've received and given gifts like that before. But beyond the general theme of this track, the clever but eye-rolling one-liners and the overall sentimental and schmaltzy Christmas lyrics, there isn't much else to think about or to walk away with. There are a lot of look what he did there moments, lyrics that earn a light chuckle, like singing ba 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 humbug, or suggesting the best solution to this inner turmoil is just to jump straight out the window. Overall, the lyrics are pretty corny, idealistic, and smiley, which is par for the course on an Owl City track. So while I'm not surprised, I'm also not that excited, probably because I'm not a 12-year-old, which sometimes seems to be his target audience, preteens who love Disney Channel. So that's sometimes the vibe I get. Musically, this feels like a return to the simpler pop sounds of early Owl City records. It's not glitzy and glossy EDM with an overproduced sheen, and it's not packed with quirky and spazzy synth leads, although there is an incredibly delightful and unique instrumental bridge where a guitar lead does its best Daft Punk does the 80s impression, a rounded, smooth tone sounding more like a synth keyboard than a guitar, but hammering on and pulling off and bending the strings with notably dynamic performance. It's a super short guitar solo, but it's my favorite part on this track. It just sounds so dang good. But back to my main point on the music. The sound Adam created with this track is refreshingly uncluttered and less gaudy than his music has sounded over the last few years. It doesn't sound commercially lustful, which would be blatantly contradictory to the lyrics, and it doesn't feel as manufactured. And I say as manufactured because much of this song rests deeply in Christmas, pop song, and Owl City cliches. It's like he purposefully built it to be this way. But, those are characteristics that are part of who Adam Young is. I mean, if you followed his music career, he loves cheesy. He loves sentimentality. He loves those well-worn tropes from things like Disney movies, pop song classics, and, of course, holiday traditions. So it shouldn't be a surprise that this song is one hefty cliche of a Christmas song with jingling bells, an obvious and expected vocal melody, references to giving my heart, chimey synthesizers and actual bell chimes, and kind of a cliche of an Owl City song, complete with those ba-ba-ba-ba-ba moments. But I am glad this song contains some exciting musical features, if only in more subtle background roles. There's numerous uses of strings and some soft brass horns as well, possibly carryovers and inspirations from his recent Adam Young scores work. There's also a Take Me Out to the Ball Game styled organ in the second verse that playfully swoons opposite Adam's vocal melody. It has a rich tone and a swirling rotary flanger to it, just the perfect sound. And these little instrumental moments, as well as the phenomenal guitar solo in the bridge, all provide respectable and substantial trappings to the musical meat of the song. Rather than having the trappings be mostly cascading synth waterfalls making these whoosh sounds between every transition, there were actually some points of interest along the way in this track. My thoughts overall, the track as a whole, I'm not in love with the song, but I'm definitely hopeful that it's indicative of where Owl City's music is heading. I think Adam Young, as he's proven with his Scores project, is a broadly talented musician and composer. And I personally have been beaten to death in mind-numbing boredom by the lifeless EDM of his last few Owl City records. His music used to be the pinnacle of jubilant, sparkly pop music. The level of blissful detachment from reality that he used to create was pretty much all his own. And even while this new Christmas song doesn't revel in that bliss to a very great degree, it at least distances itself from that dead-eyed, bass-bumping dance style that pushed Owl City's sound into sterile monotony. Hopefully, that's a sign of things to come. More quality, more purposeful sounds, something pulled from the inspiration of his Scores project, where he's been doing that pretty consistently. There is a link in the description box below for you to hear this song for yourself. It's not available on Spotify or iTunes, anything like that, but it is available right now for free from Owl City's website, so I'll put a link to that as well. And as per usual, there is a link to Owl City's Twitter for those who are interested. And that about does it. Thank you for watching this track review. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. New track reviews like this release every Wednesday, and new album reviews release every Friday. If you have a question or a comment for me about this track, about my thoughts about this track, or about something else, you can comment below this video. You could tweet at me at discernreviews, or you can send me an email, discernreviews@gmail.com. Have you listened to this Owl City track? How do you think it holds up against other Christmas songs that he's had, which has been quite a few? What are you expecting or hoping for from his next release? You know, what he is going to be doing in the future. What are you thinking or hoping it would sound like? Let me know what you're thinking, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope this helps. See ya.